Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the new video here, and today I'm gonna talk about 5 tips that will help you lose weight or cut weight. Again, don't forget to follow me on my IG account. I'm more active there, I post pretty frequently, and let's start with this video. Imagine that you want to cut weight. You are pretty excited, you are pretty thrilled to the whole process, and you did pretty unbelievable results, and after 1 week you already lost 3 pounds of fat, and second or third week you are not able to lose anything. Now you are pretty demotivated from the whole process, you want to stop right now, and you just think that it's not really possible for you to lose anything. And to be honest, majority of people experience something like this when they try to lose weight. And what if I tell you that it is pretty doable if you will follow these 5 steps that I'm going to explain and talk about in this video. Basically, I want you to learn something and understand the mistake that you probably did and to accomplish your goals finally. So the first tip that I prepared for today is prioritizing diet over exercise. Now listen carefully. Most people do this mistake that they think that just by exercising alone they will lose fat. But that's not really true. You know, those high intensity workouts according to someone on YouTube, or doing those intensity abs workout, or even, I don't know, running 2 hours a day or whatever. And actually it's pretty easy to exercise, like 1 hour a day or 4 times per week. I would say it's quote-unquote the funny part of this whole process. And I'm not saying it's unimportant, moreover it's very essential, but you are not probably prioritizing diet. Just letting you guys know, diet is not just about 1 hour a day as exercising, but it's about 24 hours a day, 7 times per week. And actually the main place where cutting weight happens is not the gym, but it's your kitchen. So according to me, the first problem that people struggle with when they try to cut weight is not prioritizing diet, which results in demotivation because they just cannot lose the weight as they would expect. And now this leads me to the next point, which is you have to have a system, plan or strategy, however you want to call it. Now listen to this. If the captain of the boat does not know where to go, he does not know what is the direction of the boat, doesn't matter if it is the best ship in the world, but it will just drift around and the passengers will not come to the final destination. Guys, you can apply this thing to the real world when you try to cut the weight. If you don't have any plan or strategy, you will just drift around and you are not gonna end up anywhere. You have to sit down and think through that properly. You have to think about what days are you planning to train, how much do you want to train, what exercises to pick, what food to eat, what is the best time to eat for you, and how much do you need to eat in terms of calories. You cannot really improvise with those things because then it's not possible for you to lose weight in long term without this discipline or exact strategy or exact plan. To add, it's not that hard actually to create some kind of plan, even if you are not a professional trainer or whatever. You just need to sit, take a few minutes, pick your phone or notebook, write there your exact strategy, and then it's pretty easy to follow it. I can promise that you will never regret that. And now let's go to the next point. Point number 3, pick quality food. You know, the truth is that healthy food or quality food has less calories than unhealthy food. For you to imagine better and easier, for example, one Big Mac meal, medium Big Mac meal in McDonald's has probably the same amount of calories as 2.2 pounds of chicken breast, which most people are even not able to eat during the whole day. To continue, this Big Mac menu has the same amount of calories as, for example, 8 pounds of watermelon or 575 pieces of medium-sized tomatoes. So as you see, if you try to maximize your healthy food in your diet, it will really improve your process and it will help you to cut the weight, since you will eat even bigger portions of food, of healthy food, and you will not feel that hungry. Now, fourth point, and it's so-called 80 to 20% rule. And I will explain what does it mean. This 80 to 20% rule means that you should eat 80% of healthy food during a day, and then maybe some other 20% of unhealthy food, I would say, or whatever you like. Again, a lot of people make this mistake that they try really hard for 1 week to eat 100% of healthy food, but then it's not really manageable long term, since they stop doing that after 1 or 2 weeks. You know, it's something different with professionals or professional athletes that are used to do it, but also those professional bodybuilders, during their off-season, they also apply this 80 to 20% rule, or however you want to call it, that they not eat basically just healthy food, but also they do those cheat meals. So again, do not be scared of losing the whole progress if you eat just a reasonable portion of chocolate bar, because it will not really affect your results. The same thing is when you imagine that you want to go to the gym and you just go there for the first time, you won't have magically like the big muscles after one time in the gym. So the same thing applies to this. If you do one cheat meal a day or something in a reasonable portion, it will not affect your long-term results and you will eventually cut the weight. So you just need to have this wise balance between healthy and unhealthy food, and the best way is to have so-called 80 to 20% rule. And now coming closely to the next point, which is the final point, and in my opinion the most important point, and it is to stay consistent. If you would follow each of those previous steps, then there is just this one that you really need to follow, because this is the key point. If you will not follow this exact point, you will probably not achieve or accomplish your goals or your results in terms of cutting weight. Guys, it is essential to follow your plan that you made. It's also essential to go and exercise even if you don't feel like. And also it's very important to make this consistency that you will have really reasonable balance between this healthy food and also between those cheat meals. Even if you make some mistake in your diet plan or exercising plan, do not think that all your effort is gone, because it's not true. The most important thing is to stay consistent and continue even if you fail. So we really need to build up this kind of discipline that you will follow. But don't worry, your mind and your body will get used to it, and after few weeks or few months it will be not that hard as it was in the beginning. And that are basically my 5 easy tips that will help you to achieve your goals in terms of cutting weight. And I hope that this video helped you somehow and you found something valuable in this video. So consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, liking the video if you enjoyed it, comment if you have any sort of question, I will be so happy to answer that, and see you in the next one.